The train horn truck is back. This is the video that's had the most shares consistently since I posted it. And the customer wanted me to check something out. So I'm going to make another video. Show you guys a little bit better of how I did this truck. Because the first video I made, I'll admit it, I was pretty green at making videos. So let me show you this truck. So like in the other video I said, there is no wires running anywhere. No buttons. No extra switches, no janky stuff. I got it all on these work switches. Now, you turn the key on, and it energizes these switches. I have this one for the horn, to turn on the train horn. This one turns on the compressor. Now, I got my city horn. Turn on the train horn. We got the train horn. There you go. Now to wire this up, I got all the power wires from underneath the hood where the wires come out for those rocker switches. And I have power coming from the power wire of the horn. That's how you can still use the center steering wheel horn button. So I wired everything to a harness. I made this harness and put it up on top of the factory harness all the way back. It runs the whole length all the way back. Now I have the train horns mounted here behind the transfer case in front of the fuel tank. I made a steel bracket that fits. You can see I bent it there. So it mounts to this steel frame and the aluminum body. It's aluminum body and that is a support right there. But still, it's aluminum, so I didn't want to just mount to that. So it's mounted up there, sturdy. We got an air line running over top of the fuel tank back to the tank that's back there. And like I said, this harness runs along the factory one all the way back. Now when you get back here, you can see this right here is what I made. Everything is inside that bracket. You can see that it bolts up. There's 4 bolts on the front and 4 bolts on the back. And doing it this way, I could leave the spare tire back here. A lot of the times whenever people put air horns on these, they're putting them in the bed and then you can't use the bed. Or they're putting them back here and you can't use a spare tire. The way I did it, you can still use the spare tire. So here it is with the spare tire lowered down. When I made this, I made it as easy to maintenance as possible. All the nuts are welded, so you can just reach up there and take out these bolts. So it's just as easy as coming up here and taking them out. After these bolts are taken out, that whole box that everything's mounted in can come down in one unit and you can maintenance it. I also installed the quick disconnect for the air lines and for the electrical. I have a sealed weatherproof connector. And once all that is out of the way, we can lower it on down. There you go. You've serviced the whole unit.